So in this video, I'm going to be sharing my top strategies for feeling more confident on Zoom or in any kind of meeting where you just want to feel better about yourself and your abilities. So I don't know if you're anything like me, but in the past, I would get extremely nervous in meetings when there was that moment where you're going around the room, everyone is taking it in turns to introduce themselves and say a bit about themselves. And I would just sit there, my heart feeling like it was going to explode out of my chest. I would be nervously wringing my hands under the table and just worried that when the time came for me to actually speak, I wasn't sure, what was going to come out, if anything at all. So I have 100% been there. And these days, thankfully, I'm way more confident. I jump on Zoom and talk to hundreds of people at a time. I've got a podcast that's listened to by thousands of people every single week. And I'm way more trusting of myself and my abilities and confident in so many situations. So if we don't know each other, I'm Chloe Featheridge. I'm a hypnotherapist and a coach. I've written 2 best-selling books, and I'm the host of the Calmer You podcast. So the first strategy I'm going to suggest for you is to change your attitude and start to reframe the feelings of nervousness that you might be feeling about speaking up or sharing an idea as excitement, because nerves and excitement are very similar emotions. It's the butterflies in the stomach. It's that extra adrenaline, that extra energy. And they did quite a famous study at Harvard Business School where they got 2 groups of people and they told them basically you have to go on stage and sing Don't Stop Believing by Journey, massive tune. And understandably, these students were kind of nervous about having to get up on stage and sing in front of their peers. And one group, they told them to tell themselves, I'm excited. And the other group, they asked them to try to calm themselves down. And guess what? The group that were telling themselves, I'm excited, felt better, felt more confident, felt better about their performances than the people that tried to calm themselves down. So instead of trying to calm yourself down in a meeting, tell yourself, I'm excited. In what ways is it exciting to share your ideas, to connect with people, to have your voice be heard? Telling yourself that can really start to shift this in your mind into something much more positive and constructive rather than something frightening. So number 2 is all about the way that you speak to yourself. Now, we all have a voice in our heads, and very often that voice is not very kind, very constructive. We're beating ourselves up. We're going to the worst case scenario. So, if you've been doing that your whole life, basically, it probably hasn't been working for you. And so maybe it's time to try something different. And so I'm really going to suggest to you to start to change your self-talk. Start telling yourself more positive things. One of my favorite affirmations is, I am a confident person. I am a confident person. Saying that to yourself over and over again, writing a little note on the mirror that says this so you can remind yourself of this. And there have been so many reports about affirmations and how it can really help us to change our inner dialogue and our self-talk. And I actually have a free MP3 download that you can grab. It's a affirmations MP3 to really change your self-talk. You can grab that at the link below. Thirdly, imagine what could go right. Now, if you're anything like I have been in the past, your mind can go to the worst case scenario. You'll be imagining this meeting, imagining going bright red or losing your train of thought or not being able to express yourself in the way that you want. Instead of that, what we really want to be doing is imagining what could go right, imagining how we want to be different, how we want to feel in that meeting. So imagining yourself, standing tall or sitting tall, looking directly into the camera, speaking slowly and clearly, breathing deeply, and feeling this confident energy. And if you get into the habit of imagining this positive version of yourself, you're going to send that message to your subconscious mind, and it's going to make it so much easier for you to feel confident in those scenarios. And then lastly, I just want to remind you that it's okay to feel a bit nervous. It's okay to feel that sense of your heart racing. It's not a sign that you should keep your ideas to yourself or not speak up. It's actually a sign that your heart is telling you this is important to you. It's so normal to feel nervous. Even the most confident speakers will tell you that they can feel nervous before every single speech. Those feelings of nervousness show that you're human. They show that you care. And that's a beautiful thing. So instead of fighting against a racing heart or feelings of nervousness, can you instead just welcome those feelings and allow them to be there, and know that actually you can still speak up, say what you want to say and get your ideas out there, even though your heart might be racing. If you fight it, it ends up strengthening those nervous feelings. If we can embrace it and welcome it, the natural response is that we end up calming down. So which of these strategies are you going to be giving a try? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to grab that free Confidence Affirmations MP3, you can do so at the button below as well. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you lots of love. I'll see you later.